Stop eating sardines wrong. 7 dangerous mistakes everyone makes. Are sardines really the ultimate superfood, or could they secretly be harming your health? Most people think of sardines as a cheap, healthy snack loaded with protein, omega-3s, and calcium. But here's the shocking truth. Millions of people are eating sardines completely wrong, and making dangerous mistakes that could cancel out every health benefit. In this video, you'll discover the 7 biggest mistakes almost everyone makes when eating sardines. And I promise, by the end, you'll never look at a can of sardines the same way again. Stick with me, because mistake number 5 is something I guarantee you've been guilty of, and it might just explain your constant bloating, fatigue, or even skin breakouts. This is Peak Physique, where we break down health secrets that actually matter to your body. So, before you crack open that next tin of sardines, make sure you know the truth. We all assume that if something is labeled healthy, we can eat it however we want. But the way sardines are processed, packaged, and even combined with other foods can dramatically change whether they heal your body or slowly harm it. And the worst part? Food companies will never tell you this. The hidden truth about sardines: on the surface, sardines sound like a dream food. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids that support brain and heart health. They're one of the richest sources of vitamin D, essential for strong bones and immune defense. And they're loaded with minerals like selenium and calcium. But there's another side to sardines that rarely gets discussed. Depending on the type you buy, how often you eat them, and what you eat them with, sardines can overload your body with toxins, spike your sodium levels, or even deplete your body of certain nutrients. This is where most people go wrong, thinking that just because something is nutrient-dense, more is always better. Let me explain why that's a dangerous mindset. Mercury isn't the only danger. When people think of fish, their first fear is mercury. And yes, mercury is a concern, but here's the twist. Sardines are actually some of the lowest mercury fish you can eat. So the problem isn't mercury, it's something far more sneaky, hiding in the oil, the can, and even in how often you eat them. Mistake number 1. Ignoring the sodium bomb. One of the most common mistakes is underestimating how salty sardines really are. A single can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, and some brands go much higher. That might not sound like much, but if you're eating sardines every day, and you're also consuming bread, snacks, or processed foods, you could easily cross the daily safe limit without realizing it. Why does this matter? Excess sodium can raise blood pressure, strain your kidneys, and cause fluid retention, leading to bloating and swelling. It's especially dangerous if you already have hypertension or heart problems. Here's the catch. Many people who switch to sardines are doing it for health reasons. They're replacing processed meats or fried foods with sardines, thinking they're making the perfect swap. But they forget to account for that sodium load, and over time, it can sabotage heart health instead of improving it. Most people never think twice about the packaging of their food. But the can your sardines come in might be slowly leaching chemicals into your body. And yes, that's as bad as it sounds. Mistake number 2. Trusting the wrong cans. Not all sardine cans are created equal. Many are lined with BPA, a chemical linked to hormone disruption, fertility problems, and even certain cancers. While some brands advertise BPA-free cans, many don't, and the oils inside the can actually make the leaching worse. Even more shocking? Studies have shown that BPA can transfer into the sardines more aggressively when the product is stored for long periods, especially in hot warehouses or during shipping. So, the longer that can sits on a shelf, the more toxins could be sneaking into your body. If you're buying sardines, always check if the label clearly states BPA-free packaging. And even then, try to buy from companies that have a reputation for clean, transparent sourcing. What if the very oil you think is healthy in your sardines is actually destroying your body from the inside? Mistake number 3. Falling for the wrong oil. Sardines are often packed in different oils: olive oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, or sometimes water. And here's where many people get tricked. Olive oil sounds like the healthiest option, but in reality, the oil inside the can is often low quality, highly processed, and exposed to heat during canning. This destroys its antioxidants and can actually cause the oil to oxidize, turning it into something inflammatory. Soybean and sunflower oils are even worse, because they're high in omega-6 fatty acids, which throw off your omega-3 to omega-6 balance. Instead of reducing inflammation, they can actually increase it, raising your risk for heart disease, arthritis, and even skin flare-ups. The best option? Sardines packed in water. You still get the natural omega-3 fats from the fish itself, without the added burden of low-quality oils. Then, you can drain them and add your own fresh, high-quality extra virgin olive oil if you want that flavor and health benefit. This one shocks most people. Did you know that some of the healthiest parts of sardines are often discarded or avoided because of texture or appearance? Mistake number 4. Throwing away the bones and skin. If you've ever opened a can of sardines and peeled off the skin or avoided the tiny bones, you're throwing away one of the most nutrient-dense parts of the fish. The skin is rich in collagen, which supports healthy joints and skin elasticity. The bones are packed with calcium and phosphorus, giving you more bone-building nutrients than most supplements. People skip them because they seem strange or because of the crunch, but that's exactly where much of the health power lies. In fact, one serving of sardines with bones can contain almost as much calcium as a glass of milk, making them an incredible food for bone health, especially if you're over 40 and trying to prevent osteoporosis. So next time, resist the urge to scrape away the skin or pick out the bones. That's like buying a superfood and then throwing away the best part. Here's a surprising fact: the foods you eat with sardines can completely change whether they're good for you or not. Mistake number 5. Pairing sardines with the wrong foods. A lot of people enjoy sardines with crackers, bread, or even cheese. And while that might taste amazing, it creates a dangerous nutrient clash. Sardines are rich in purines, which break down into uric acid. Pairing them with high-fat, high-carb foods can worsen inflammation, strain your kidneys, and even trigger gout in people who are susceptible. Another mistake? Eating sardines alongside high-sugar foods or alcohol. The combination of purines and alcohol can be brutal for your liver and joints. That's why people who regularly snack on sardines with beer often complain of joint pain, fatigue, or digestive upset. Instead, sardines pair beautifully with fresh vegetables, leafy greens, or whole grains like quinoa. These fiber-rich foods help balance digestion, reduce uric acid buildup, and keep your blood sugar stable. Here's the truth no one likes to admit: even the healthiest foods can be dangerous if you overdo them. Sardines are no exception. Mistake number 6. Eating sardines too often. Because sardines are cheap and nutritious, many people eat them daily. But here's the problem: sardines are high in purines, and eating too many can raise uric acid levels, leading to gout attacks or kidney stones. They're also high in vitamin D and selenium, two nutrients that are great in moderation but toxic in excess. For example, too much selenium can actually cause nausea, fatigue, hair loss, and even nerve damage. And too much vitamin D can lead to calcium buildup in the kidneys, increasing your risk of kidney stones. So how much is safe? For most people, eating sardines 2 to 3 times per week is the sweet spot. That way, you get the benefits without overloading your body. Mistake number 7. Ignoring sustainability. There's one more mistake people rarely think about: where their sardines come from. Not all sardines are harvested the same way. Some come from overfished waters or are caught using destructive methods that harm the ocean ecosystem. Why should this matter to you? Because unsustainable fishing often means lower quality control, poorer storage, and higher risk of contamination. Choosing sardines from responsible, sustainable sources ensures not only that you're protecting the ocean but also that you're getting cleaner, safer fish. Look for certifications like MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, on the label. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button and share it with a friend who loves sardines. You might just save them from making the same mistakes. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Peak Physique for more health and fitness truths that actually matter. Your health is too important to risk on something as small as a can of sardines. So eat smart, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.